I guess then, there aren't too many places in More Ardain that I need to make the rounds in, so I suppose we'll check out the palace real quick. Oh, wait a minute, while I'm there. Ideas. While we're there, give me a sec.
Hello there.
We may as well attend to something, right? Let's see who we run into first. At this rate, the More Ardain's Titan ether will soon be exhausted. Yet still His Majesty refuses to take refuge in Gormott. I appreciate why, of course. He cannot bring himself to abandon his people, and he trusts in all of you. And he trusts in all of you implicitly. It took me a while to process the language on that. I'm just being slow today. We feel the same way ourselves. There's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna be left here then. Well, I suppose we don't have to worry about that too much given the circumstances. After all, that was some model pop in and a half. Still, we know how the story plays out, but still. I wonder if we'll be able to talk to him real quick. I don't see why not, though. Either way, up we go. Wait, a new quest we can collect? Oh boy, that ought to be interesting. First off, though, I went to Torregot to visit Professor Tatazo again. It was a more fruitful trip than last time, that's for sure. I actually managed to score in Tiger. Smashed my old high score, don't you know? Though I still didn't manage to beat Professor Tatazo himself. I think I'm gonna have a word with Central R&D. Tell him to stop working on artificial blades for now, and try to make a real masterpiece like Tiger. Uh-huh. Now what's this about? This is a proper mess. What are we gonna do with that soldier? Gives me a proper headache, it does. I'm feeling wheezy. What I wouldn't give for a little help from the Special Inquisitor. Is that so? Wrong button. That would have been all dramatic if I had actually pressed the right damn button. Special Inquisitor Morag. If you'd be so kind, there's a small matter on which I'd like to consult with you. And what might that be, Captain? Well, there's a man in the unit that I command, the 12th Company, who's risking his life to defend Alba Cavendish. How very patriotic of him. But as I recall... That's right, ma'am. My company isn't assigned to defend the capital. We're meant to be stationed in Temperantia, guarding the Titan weapons. But Irving won't listen to me, ma'am. Won't move an inch from Bathine Watchtower. Calls it his duty. What Rare says is damn good at guarding the place. Even we can't get close to talk some sense into him. So I was wondering if you mightn't be able to go see him, ma'am. If anyone can get through to him, surely it's you. I see. Ordinarily this would call for a court-martial, but if we can avoid that, so much the better. It would not make me happy to see a promising young soldier removed from his station. And to tell the truth, I am a little curious to see the man's skill for myself. Much obliged, ma'am. Like I said, you'll find him over at the Bathane Watchtower. But he's not friendly to folk who try to get near, so you might need to be a tad forceful. Nothing you can't handle, I'm sure, ma'am. Well, that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting indeed. We'll attend to that later. Meanwhile, who else can we talk to? Special Inquisitor Morag. The Kareg Imperial Guard will defend His Majesty with our lives. You can count on us to protect him, so I beg of you, protect all rest. I wonder if it'll be any different if I switch to somebody else. What if I kick Morag out of the party temporarily? Tora, you talk to him, right? That'll go well. No matter what may become of Orlest, it is our sworn duty to ensure the safety of the Emperor. But only you can combat the crisis that threatens us all. Please, do what you can. You are our only hope. Alright, so same substance, but different, well, different focus given who's directly in front of him. That makes sense. I wonder how different it would be if I walk in with Morag or somebody else here. Well, either way. Let's say hello. Alright, step 1. How are you doing? Dear sister, I'll take care of our country. Go with the Aegis and Rex. Help them save Orest. When peace is finally bestowed, I'd very much like to hear your tales of adventure. Alright, so that's if Morag's in the lead. What if she's not? Thank you, all of you. Not as an emperor, but as myself, as a person. Thank you for taking Special Inquisitor Morag. No, thank you for taking my sister with you on your journey. I entrust the future of all rest to you, and I hope you will continue to keep my sister under your wing till the end. I'm not sure we're the one under her wing. Well, I'm not sure she's the one under our wing, but never mind me. Yeah, well, details, details. Let's see to this.
Oh, His Majesty is absent.
A shame. You were hoping to meet him again, weren't you?
It feels a little strange for me to think of it as again. But I did wish to meet with him, yes.
I remember the old you, standing tranquilly beside the throne, quiet and resolved.
I can sense it is a good memory for you.
I had hoped some memory might linger within you too, but alas, it seems not.
So it would appear. Unlike you, Bridget, I did not have past records to fall back on. Without any data, it is difficult to feel any emotional connection either.
And now you're prohibited from reading those records that do exist as well.
And why is that?
So I am. So I am. Therefore, I know not what I had been doing, nor what my role is in the Ardanian Empire. I can comprehend some of it by talking with you or Morag, but I feel sure there is much of importance I do not grasp. Hence my plan, to ask Emperor Nile why it was that he forbade me from reading the past records.
What, did he just not want to disappoint you as far as how things went? I think current you would be quite happy with the fact that, hey, I may have not been able to protect myself, but I was able to protect everyone else. I feel like that's the take that Aegeon would draw from, well, that he would say after everything is said and done, so I'd be surprised. Yeah, well.
Do you have any idea what the reason might be?
I wonder.
I'm not sure. Well, either one could work, I suppose.
This may be presumptuous to suggest, but he may have thought that I should work for the good of all rest, rather than just for the Empire.
You mean that an adept blade should serve the world, not a single country?
Yes, precisely.
You can be quite brazen sometimes.
I was hesitant to say it myself.
But I do think you're probably right. That's why the Emperor didn't want you to know too much about your role here. He feared if you did, it may hinder you from achieving that purpose.
I see. I may not have been able to meet the Emperor, but just talking to you, Bridget, has given me strength.
Always glad to help. For what it's worth, I can't wait for the day when you're back by the side of the throne.
Are you worried for him?
Maybe somewhat.
Maybe.
Anyone can aid the Emperor in his duties, but to keep him safe takes someone truly special. Up until now, I felt secure knowing that His Majesty was protected by myself, Lady Morag, and you.
Certainly. The sooner things fall back into place, the better. When all is said and done, I will return to the throne room. You and me both, Bridget. We will help see this through.
Right. I'll be counting on you.
Alrighty then. We'll see how that plays out. For now then.
Did you miss
Although, I wonder if there's anything different if... Yeah, it doesn't look it. And so be it. Guess we can't have everything we want, right? Okay, so... I guess next on the list of things to scour is Leftheria, so I doubt Fonset will take too long, so we'll knock that out. And probably see to it. See to the ports as well, just to be sure. I think I did see a little bit while exploring at one of the ports, I think the one closer to Fonset. Still, we'll see what we find. Oh hey, someone to talk to. Ah, just what I was hoping to see. I've been meaning to thank you. You set up that direct trade route from Misheva Harbor to Argentum, right? I'm really grateful for your efforts. Thanks to you, it's so much easier to get Argentum goods around here. We can even enjoy the taste of Cinnabon roll now. They spoil so fast we couldn't get them in before. Alrighty then. Glad to see that worked out at least. The Leftheria Titan's meant to be hidden somewhere in the Cloud Sea Ridge, but I've never actually seen it. I tried navigating Blood Cloud with myself just to get a peek, but it didn't go so well. The monsters there are tough blighters. They kept hounding me. I didn't even get to see a trace of the Titan. If you do happen to find it, don't tell me what it looks like. I want to see with my own 2 eyes. Alrighty then. Okay, that's one harbor. What about the other one? Wait, there's a heart-to-heart over there? Trying to remember if that's connected to anything. Okay, we're definitely going to check that out after we're done looking at the harbor.
Let's keep moving.
Finally, we have a direct regular service to Argentum from whichever harbor. You can get practically anything you want from Argentum, and gets anywhere too. It opens up so many possibilities. Whoever it was that started the new route, thank you, thank you, thank you. Should I have Rex in the lead?
Even the darkest night is followed by a dawn.
This'll be the best day since yesterday.
Really? Well then. Anything different for Rex? I guess not. May as well have him in the lead anyway. Still. I heard that a boy from Fawnstead has established a direct trade route to Argentum. That's great news for us. Just great. Means we'll finally be able to get back home to Araya. On the other hand, my wife's made some friends here in Fawnstead. She's been learning local cooking too. Said she won't go back till she knows them all. So I've just been watching the boats go by. At least she's having fun. Yeah, I'm sure you can find something to do out here. Even in a quiet small town, you'd be surprised what you're able to do. Some strange ships have been making port for it lately. We've had foreign ships carrying refugees, stopping by for supplies. Leftheria's been left untouched so far, but you never know when that might change. Yeah, I suppose that would be a concern. Have I ever spoken to you? Hang on. Weren't you the informant at Tantal? I think you were. Oh yeah, I was gonna check out that heart-to-heart next. Alright, let's move.
No! We lost the upper hand!
Really? Really? I was literally about to check a Merc mission and then go on with my life. Okay, fine. If you're not gonna let me play, I'm just gonna have to kill you. I will happily oblige if you have a death wish. Now stop blocking and let me kill you. Alright. Hit him a bunch. I just realized I probably aggroed the guy behind me. And we'll see. Please stop blocking, it's annoying me.
Well done.
Alright, get in there. Please stop. Actually, you know what? There's another way to burn you down quickly.
What's up? Leave it to Zeke. Flame crown.
Come on, get it up. Try to get closer to you. Oh, it's about as close as I can get then.
Now I'm fired up. Raging. I'm low.
Yeah, I guess I'll just do it anyway.
Everything I've got. Concentrate, Rex. Sacred arrow. You chose well. In I go.
Ooh.
Anchor shot.
Okay, fine. Oh right, you're break immune, but I have to. Well, to be fair, if I'm able to spin, alright, I have to wait for a specific point, and then I can actually apply. Still, look, there it is. On you go. Alright, let's see if someone will be able to. Actually, wait. I withdrew a G on right because I brought Cassandra out. Shoot. Whoops. I clearly thought ahead. Alright, you know what, let's have a little fun. May as well build up trust with you real quick, even if I don't have to worry about it as much. That was a lot of damage, actually. Nice. Alright, let's see how dangerous you are when enraged.
Superb change. Well done.
Doesn't seem that dangerous, to be fair, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? Someone else was able to inflict Tantal too. Nice.
Rolling smash.
Ooh.
Triple up.
Oh, nice.
Launch. Rolling smash.
Alright, hit him.
Swing.
Whoops. Not quite.
Why not? Anchor shot. Ray of light.
On the ground with you.
Not bad at all. Everyone's getting connect. Rolling smash. Bringer of chaos. Ultimate lightning fury slash.
I'm assuming that was to inflict stench, potentially. Doesn't look like to have done much if it was intended as such.
Anchor shot. What?
Man, even when you're toppled, you... Oh, well.
What's this? Rolling smash. Kaiser flare. Rolling smash.
Alright, keep hitting. Eventually you die, right? Nice. Ooh. I get to live. Ooh, you landed smash! I'm actually kind of surprised you had the opportunity, but I'll take it. Alright, since I'm not going to get the chance most likely, just nuclear blast. Bam. Bam. And bam. Alright, let's go grab the materials before we lose them.
Why not? Nicely done. It didn't connect. Anchor shot. Dynamic spark.
Down you go.
Rolling smash. To Zeke. Go for it.
Ray of punishment.
Alrighty. Ooh, that was a lot dropped.
Stronger.
Whoa.
Don't give them a moment's rest.
Quite a few core well, ox cores. Nice.
Sentimental burst.
Anchor shot. What's up? I missed. Rolling smash.
Ooh.
I'm stronger than this now.
Murat, you got
Well-
to see your thingy with the blue flames. Snazzy as hell.
Snazzy. I see. I had forgotten that some drivers value style over substance.
I had forgotten that line existed. Alright, so what was the thing I saw? Ah, nice.
It was a snap.
Actually, you're pretty darn close now that I look at this. I wonder what that's... I wonder what's blocked off by that. Guess we'll find out, won't we? Well, whatever the case may be, it looks like everything active right now. Let me just see to the mercs, and then we can see to what I was wanting to deal with before I got so rudely interrupted. Oh. Ah, that's annoying. So I need Akos for that one, huh? So I come all the way out here, I'm compelled to take out a unique monster, and I don't even get to see what it's bloody hiding. Thanks, game! You're lovely! Hope that side quest is interesting.
Let's go.
Well, this is a bit of a pickle. Well, there's a bit of a problem with the village's children, you see. It's just that, well, as I'm sure you know, the Praetorium of Indol was destroyed in that great conflict. And thanks to that, our Mark can't go to the Indolan Academy anymore. We don't have anywhere to send the children for a good education. So I was thinking, maybe we could fix up this building that nobody's using right now. Round up some good teachers from all around Olres, and start a brand new school right here in Fonset. Oh, well, I'm happy to hear it. First thing we've got to do is get the school building in workable shape. It's falling apart here and there after years of disuse, you see. You'll find a carpenter out back, name of Mason. He's working out what needs to be done. Would you lend him a hand? Let's make this village a place where children can be proud to grow up. Alrighty then. I can see why this is only available now. Alrighty, that sounds like a worthy objective. And it looks like that's something I'll have to attend to later. Alrighty, but won't worry about the quest just yet. I'm just here to make the rounds, and collect quests. Tantal and Mor Ardain are headed towards the World Tree, right? At least Leftheria is staying where it is. I guess that's because there's no one in control of one specific Titan here. I really hope things settle down soon. Now that I think of it, would it have been theoretically possible for a Malthus to control the Leftherian Titan? Because it's not as if there was any... well... it's not as if you he would necessarily need a control device. Oh hey, an actual Indolese! Hello. Lost my hometown, but life goes on, and so must business. Looking for something in particular? Okay, so that's how I keep getting this, huh? In case I need something cheap to throw at... Well, I need something cheap to throw at everything else here. So that's what that Armu Milk contract was for. I wondered. Although it looks like I still have more work to do on that count. Actually, hopefully I'll be able to actually see to that, because I'm pretty sure I missed out on a couple of Merc missions because I was a little too eager earlier. Probably not worth it, well, as far as getting Indul to dev level 5. If I had done that, I might have gotten a few Merc missions. Still, I don't think it's worth making a big deal out of, but still. Just something I'm gonna have to wrestle with and just sit there being annoyed. It's not as if I'm too focused on getting all of these deeds. If I was, I'm pretty sure technically Adam has one last thing left that no one will ever know about. Back in the Torna DLC anyway. Actually, how good is that? Eh. Okay. Oh, perfect. Increased lore range is always useful. I'll need it to deal with some of the Indolese enemies. Ah, such an earthy smell. It reminds me of that time a girl arrived at the village. She was awfully haggard, all covered in dirt and grime, but the child in her arms was as healthy as could be. I still don't know where she came from. I've never seen clothes like that Wait, perhaps I have. I'm afraid I don't remember all that clearly. It was the child that really caught my attention. Of course. That must have been Rex's mother, given the circumstances. Alrighty. Let's see who else we can talk to. Who's in that direction? Oh yeah, a few people over here. I've been practicing salvaging so I could be like Rex, but I'm not having much luck with diving. Like when I start to go deep, I hear this ringing noise in my ears and it feels horrible. But I'm a damn hand at filling the cylinders with gas. I can fill them right to the brim, no problem. Someone even said I was better than old man Apropos at the cylinder shop. Think I might help out there sometime. Well, at least if you find something you're good at, don't do it for free, right? Now, how are you doing? Rex, take care out there. We'll be waiting for you. I will, and of course I'll come back. Well then, you can look forward to a big plate of aqua pearl pasta when you come home. Don't you dare let your Auntie Corinne down now. Wait, isn't that the same thing that Adam liked? Also, I'm curious. What happens if it's someone else? Come on. I heard Indul's no more. What in the world is happening to all rest? I'm sure you've things you need to do, and this goes without saying, but just... be careful, will you? And when this is all over... well, I know this isn't the most happening of places, but I hope you'll come back to visit us. Alrighty then. Keeping the substance intact. Alright, that's not the right button as always. Okay. Anyone else to talk to? And there might be something different if I change the time to night, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. Ooh! Merc mission! I might just be imagining things, but I could have sworn I heard odd noises out in the Lord Cloudway. They say the sounds are just a monster's call, but I'm not so sure myself. I mean, it's not like I've heard any of these kind of sounds before. It's not like anyone's heard these kind of sounds before. It's getting to the point where I can't sleep for thinking about it. Really? You'll set up watch and investigate for me? I offer you my thanks. The noise goes right through you, so you might need to grit your teeth. Alright, I'm done. Sometimes you can see the aurora from here. It's pretty for sure. But there are monsters that only come out when the aurora's around. Like Drax Lexos and Somogradis. I wonder why they only come out when there's an aurora though. Funny creatures. Because... video games. I look after my veggies like they're my own flesh and blood. You know that braised cloud sea shark dish Corinne likes to make? Take note of the seasoning, because it's my herbs that give it that special oomph. I'm a firm believer that feeding a child his greens makes him grow up good, and our Rex is living proof, eh? Clearly. Although I'm curious now, what Merc missions did I miss out of from not getting Dev level 5? It doesn't look like I missed anything important. It looks like there was only one at level 4 that I missed. Something about research results? Let's see, what's the description? Not given a okay, I'm a researcher for More Ardain. I found that smaller clouds see life forms are increasing in size. Could you deliver my report to the professor back home? Okay, so something relatively straightforward. Probably nothing too important then. Alrighty, so that's Leftheria checked out. Now, I believe Tantal is the last that I need to check as far as scouring is concerned. At which point, we get to go, well, wander everywhere basically. We get to go off in whatever direction I damn well please and just deal with all the quests. All the quests.
Let's rest a spell.
Nicely
So?
done.
Ah, perfect timing, right? Alright, let's see to this real quick. Oh, actually, I think I can get the last of Adonine's Tomes of Moritha here. Worth looking around for him anyway. Ooh, you're getting close. Nice.
This part to me.
Probably only one more required. Excellent, that'll be another overdrive protocol in my belt. Alright, now that I'm not getting distracted by mercs. I never would have imagined things would come to this. But still, I believe in you. I'm with you all the way. Ever since you passed through these gates, I get the sense that the country's finally got up off its backside. Ah, I don't mean it in a bad way. What's good for Olred's good for Tantal. You just keep fighting for the greater good. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I should set Adonine up. Let's see, I believe I just have to... Actually, technically, if I'm really concerned about that, just toss her behind Rex for now.
You just leave it to me. I'll use my brains to put this team to good use.
There we are. Actually, let's go talk to the guards out here real quick, see if they have anything unique to say. Ooh, Merc mission. Well, let's talk to this guy first then. The capital was built to last. Go on, get inside where it's safe. Ah, Prince Ozyclaris and his retinue. I didn't mean to offend. I'm instructing travelers and suburban citizens to get inside. That's my orders. The city's strong enough to hold out. There are suburban residents? There are rural residents, that's the bigger question. Problem? Yeah, you could say that. Alright, so you know that they refine core chips in the palace. Ether gets collected in the plaza's ether furnace. That's then channeled into the palace for refinement. And because the ether runs beneath the capital, it means the temperature here is much warmer than the outside. Since the ether furnace is always running day in, day out, it absolutely has to have regular inspections. Thing is, due to a certain incident, we're too short-staffed to find anyone who can check up on the furnace. You'll lend us some manpower? Oh, that's fantastic news. So we'll be able to keep on top of the inspections after all, and Theoswar can stay nice and toasty. No pressure then. This is Theoswar, the capital of Tantal. Everyone feels the tension. I wish there was something I could do, but my duty is to stand guard here. Strength of arms to Prince Ozyclaris. Please leave guarding the king and people to us. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. Have they actually ever said it out loud? No wonder why he calls himself Zeke with a name like that. Either way, let's look around. That didn't take long. Oh yeah, there's probably someone below us then if I'm seeing a blip. Hey, did you see the World Tree? Because I did. The sky between the gaps in the Titan was all green. It was amazing. I'd love to see it closer up though. I wonder how I'd be able to do that. Good question. Good question. Mago surprised out of fur when Titans start moving with big groan. But Mago not afraid, not when Mago have Grampy by side. Grampy say it no pun ethic to keep breaking in profits at time like this. Clearly. Alright, so I talked to you a while back, so no need to worry about that anymore. Hey, Elder Statesman, you gonna want something to distract me too? Oh yeah, that heart-to-heart. I may as well pick that up while I'm here. I wish I could someone could reassure me that things are going to turn out fine. But no, I'm sure we'll pull through. His Majesty is still going strong, and our Crown Prince has shown his mettle. If we continue to be as determined and positive as His Highness Zeke, I'm sure things will turn out just dandy. No pressure then. Alright, now which part of that heart-to-heart do I need to look at? Let's see... The market. Alright, cool.
Ooh, a treat fit for a hero.
Snack time already, Nia? Spot anything interesting?
Nice one, Nia. You sniffed out a pretty cushy place. You know, this was the great hero Adam's favorite food. They say it uses an authentic mix of spices passed down for 500 years. Tantal is pretty damn cold. Stands to reason that Adam would like food with a bit of kick to it, eh?
Technically, that spicy food is more prevalent in hot countries, actually, because then you... for whatever reason. I think it's a psychological thing.
Kick?
Adam was into spicy stuff. Heroes have strange tastes.
Rather rude, don't you think? Spicy food is delicious. Don't tell me you're some kind of namby-pamby when it comes to heat.
And what would be the problem with that?
For all your tough facade, you really are just a little kid, ain't you?
Oh, you watch it, Shellhead. You're asking for a fight.
Hey, no need to get your ears ruffled. I'm going to get some for you, and you'll see how wrong you are.
No pressure.
Mithra? You want some too? Huh? What's up?
Well, you see, Adam didn't like spicy food either.
What?
Huh?
Yep, it's a total marketing gimmick. A load of bull, in other words.
Bloody liars. The cheek of it.
Steady on just a second, chaps. It's not definite that they're lying.
Oh, here's the spin.
Huh?
Even if this wasn't Adam's favorite food, you've still got to hand it to them. Keeping 500-year-old traditions alive is a pretty noble thing.
Is this the part where Mithra chimes in and says, I don't think this ever existed, actually?
So what if they did exaggerate? You know, maybe Adam had a bite when Mithra wasn't looking and thought, this is jolly tasty.
No need to get so worked up, Shellhead.
Who's worked up?
Who is worked up?
It's nothing to me.
Aha!
I'm just saying, don't go around calling ancient recipes a lie for no reason.
But it's a lie.
Okay. I see what's going on here.
Do you now?
I have a sneaking suspicion that this might be Zeke's favorite food.
What?
Oh, is it your favorite because you believe their shtick about Adam?
Oh boy. This might be funnier than the first instance.
Busted. Is that why you took it to heart? You're like a little kid.
What's wrong with that?
Uno reverse card, excellent.
I grew up believing this was Adam's favorite food. It's been enchanting kids for 500 years now. I'm not going to let the words of one blade take that away.
Even if it's a blade with a first-hand account?
Sure. But that still doesn't change the fact that Adam didn't like spicy food. He'd never eat this stuff of his own volition.
Ah!
Yeah.
You're shattering my image of him, my precious childhood innocence.
Oh, first it was Pyra digging while twisting the knife, and now Mithra?
I don't believe anyone or anything anymore.
Tell that to Pandoria.
Don't be like that, Shellhead. Cheer up. I'll buy you an ember cake.
Okay, that's just twisting the knife. Mithra plunged the knife, you twisted it. Oh man.
I hope you will be
Okay, that was hilarious. Alright, let's see to the mercs and keep looking around. Huh. I'm curious to see that this is such a low-level one, actually. That's strange. Huh. Okay, then. How long has that been sitting there, then, if this has been here the whole damn time? Huh. How's that work? Well, I'm not going to complain too much. Makes it easy to fill out the requirements. Just slap a few of these in here, and we're off to the races. Kinda surprised I have so few blades with industry mastery, though I have been releasing a fair number of them, just to try and make it easy, well, to preserve the ones that are easiest to level up, basically. Any that have, hey, I need to hit them once in order to, well, hey, I need to do this much damage in one hit. I've been effectively just ignoring them unless they're 4-star, just to make sure that, hey, I can actually send them to merc missions and assume they will result in something by the end of it. So, either way. Welcome to Theoswa, the Tantalese capital. The world's in turmoil, but my job is the same. Keeping peace and guiding outlanders around. So now, are you tired? Go to Anastasia's. Hungry? The shops at Elmo Square will sort you out. Alrighty, I'm just kind of surprised I haven't run into you yet, actually. Curious that. Something new here. Did you want something? Sorry, I've been awfully worried lately. I dread to think what might happen to Tantal. I'm so sick with worry, I can't even concentrate on reading right now. May Adam protect us. Yeah, that's gonna be fun, isn't it? Want friends to see commercial success story of Mamanji? Board game shop of Mamanji, Hobby Trappers is just above here. At times like these, we need good form of entertainment to take mind off terrible things happening in world. Although there are still people who get too into game and start arguing. People take games too seriously at Tantal. Well, you're talking to people, well, part of me is wondering if Zeke is the exception when it comes to Tantalese people or the rule. Wait, no pun sage.
Darkness envelops the...
Oh right, thank you all for your help last time. Me training like mad now to become great Nopon sage. No time for work, no time for study, spending all day and night in deep meditation to reach enlightenment. So, would quite appreciate offerings. No need to hesitate so long. Me not care much what friends offer, any food at all brings great happiness to me. Well, that makes things easy. So, anything I've got a ton of then is basically fair game, huh? Okay. Well, you say, but it looks like it's all staple foods. Still. Oh wow, what? Ah, that's so tasty. Stomach very satisfied now. Thanks be to friends. Oh yes. Soon me planning to leave Tantal. Hoping to achieve enlightenment in place where me can receive many offering of food, just like now. Some place with much dense trees and big waterfall, lake of clean water. Hopefully find dream place like that. Anyway, see friends around. Somewhere to Uriah then, huh? Alrighty then. And of course my cats start wrestling as soon as I'm getting farther along. Give me a sec! Okay, back to talking to people. I'm on a break. Yep, alrighty. Well now, time to find out what effect this monumental effect has on our dying relic of a country. Don't answer that. No one can know what fate has in store for us after all. Then why ask it? Why ask if you're just gonna brush it off that swiftly, damn it? Different time of day, perhaps? Probably. Well, actually. I'm trying to remember if there's anything good here. Well, whatever the case may be. Well, let's keep looking around. May have to change things out again. Oh, hey. I don't know what the Outlanders will think of all this. Will they forgive us? Or will they never trust us again? Apparently the Tantalese royal family was never descended from Adam. It was all a lie. Everyone seems dismayed by the news, but I'm not actually all that bothered. Whether Adam was our ancestor or not, my prayers to him are still sincere. I still believe they reach him somehow. Yeah, that's fair. And to be fair, even if there are, well, if there are remnants of old Torna here, I suspect that he'd, well, if he can reach and see as a spirit, I'm sure he'd still care. Quite a lot, in fact. So who else is around here, then? Oh! Ah, here we are. The situation we were all so anxious to avoid seems to be all but inevitable. Tantalese science has not evolved in the way that Ardanian science has. I fear whether we will really be able to handle what comes next. I believe myself a rational man, yet still, I find myself praying to Adam for safety. Man, huh? Localization issue, or game being weird? Take your pick. That's random. I'll take it though. Actually, I haven't checked through the palace before, have I? I know there's a heart-to-heart that I can resolve there as well, although I'm pretty sure that there's... wonder if I can talk to that... Well, real quick, let me just make sure I understand what I need to do for what I'm thinking of. Hello. Me supposed to be giving Tome of Moritha to some strange blade. Blade is friend of yours? Pleasure to meet you. Me name of Cressy Temtem. People always tell me a strange name for Nopon, but me quite fond of its unusual flavor. Anyway, me send letter to Strange Blade, but have no intention of handing over Tome for free. Cressy is greatest collector of unusual items in all Tantal, only willing to trade for other rare and interesting item. When judging rare and unusual items, they always quantify exact numerical excitement quotient. This because Krezi only desire items that make heart go pitter-pat and leap with excitement. So yes, friend bring items with excitement quota exceeding 100, then we trade. Alright, so I have to send a bunch of stuff, huh? Let's see, what can I fulfill? Oh, what? What? Wait, what? What? Excuse me? Okay then. How eccentric. Me has never seen such avant-garde combination. Such artistic innovation. Impact takes breath away. Phew. Heart of Krezi went pitter-pat and loop-the-loop all right. Me go home right away, mount this next to fireplace, and call all friends round to admire. Here is promised item in exchange, 1 tome of Moretha. Krezi was going to collect all tomes by self, but here Strange Blade already have 3, so better to hand over. Hoping Strange Blade have plenty of luck deciphering tomes. Alrighty then. And of course you disappear because apparently your purpose in the story is done. Alrighty. Let's see, when's my next merch group open? Yeah, not for another 10 minutes. Okay. I guess we can just keep roaming in the meantime. I can't even imagine the coming war. We've only got spears to guard the citizens with on the king's orders. Our future is in your hands. May Adam's blessing be upon ye. Why do you only have spears? I mean, to be fair, if you can shut down the ether on a blade, you're fine, but I feel like there's a thing called guns you need to worry about. To think that they were controlling Genbu itself. No more core chips were being produced, so there was no longer any need to offer anything to Indol. Slowly but surely, Genbu was returning to its former vitality. We were hoping that our problems were over. We have been far too lenient on Indol, it seems. And from all this, there is something else I now understand. That it is you who have the power to determine the future of Ulrust. No pressure then. Tantal has come out of the attack relatively unscathed, perhaps due to our proximity with the World Tree. But I witnessed many titans falling into the Cloud Sea from afar. It seems Ulrust's final hour is at hand. It pains me that Tantal's decision 500 years ago would cause such repercussions. Yeah, but there's no way you could have reasonably known that it would lead to, well, this. No need to place all the blame on yourselves, right? Either way, let's go explore the palace. Wonder if there's anyone else I can talk to. If nothing else, it knocks another heart-to-heart I've already seen off my list. Not allowed in there yet, huh? Unless I've already been in there once. Which is a possibility. Alright, this is where we were kept. Maybe that's just another prison chamber, but it doesn't seem to be the same shape. Regardless, we'll see before too long. Alrighty. Guess in the meantime, we can just take care of this heart-to-heart.
So how'd you like this palace, eh? Just as good as your Ardanian one?
For a man who abandoned his country, you're certainly proud of it.
Hey, that's a low blow.
Do you think you'll return for good someday?
That's a toughie.
What is it that's stopping you?
Hey, Morak, is your country important to you?
That was kind of out of the blue.
What did you expect? You just talked about his allegiance.
Come on, just tell me. Would you protect your country over anything else in the world?
Alright, I think this is the answer I need to pick. Alright, let's take a look.
Without a doubt. Why do you ask?
Well, I mean, as a prince, of course you're going to want to protect your country and your people. But is that really enough?
What do you mean?
This world, it's stretched to its limit. We've both seen that on our travels. Now, my old man, he closed off our country from the outside world. Why? To protect his people. But that's not a real solution. That's just running away from reality. Maybe you can protect your own people like that, for a while, but when the world ends, you're just as dead. I just couldn't bring myself to agree with the way he does things.
And that's why you left?
Yeah. If I can use my power to help save the world, even a little, I figured that's what I have to do. Help the people who need it. Of course, I was younger then with naive ambitions. In the end, I just wound up learning how powerless I really am.
But you haven't given up yet, have you? You're still trying to save the world.
Of course I am. If you don't have the power, you've got to try even harder. If you can't do it alone, then you've got to find some friends to back you up. Morag, you're one of those people, right? Someone I can count on.
I'm with you, Zeke.
Alright, relatively straightforward on that track. Not too similar to the other one, I suppose. At least based on my recollection, but either way, there we are. Okay, just look around a little bit more to see if there's anything more to explore, and then I guess... well, then we actually have to do the quests. Shudder. Oh, I wondered they have guards stationed here. Neat. Alright, cool detail. So, I guess while we're looking up cool details, there's one last thing I'm curious about. I wonder how everyone is... wait, is that a... no, that's just a salvage point. I'm curious to see how the Ardanian garrison is looking. I doubt there'll be anything new there, but I am curious.
Whew. Let's rest.
Well, new people to talk to if
So,
nothing else, or at least
shall we?
different people to talk to. Let's take a look. This was the main battlefield of the Great War 500 years ago. Like scars of this conflict back then are still plain to see in the terrain. Their place names are often related to events back then as well, but nobody knows the full stories behind them. If somebody were to excavate the ruins of the lost capital Judicium, maybe we could learn more. We received word that Moradin has initiated open conflict. I'd like to send this Titan weapon to back them up, but with so few people assigned, we barely made progress. I just hope we'll still have a homeland to go back to at the end of all this. Ah, so that's the story that's being passed along, huh? An incomplete tale, but then again, what would you expect given how scant information would be out here? I thought I wanted to get out of here and back to Moradin as soon as possible. But right now, with everywhere in the middle of conflict, it might actually be safer to stay here. I just hope my mum back home's alright. Do you think she followed my advice and fled to Gormott? Who could say?
What have we here?
If she had you prodding and then
Leave it to me.
the rest of the
I
world
know
basically
more
saying,
about your
"Oi,
specialist
things are about to go very badly," that might have been enough to prompt, but I suppose time will tell, won't it? Let's see, I think there was one other person around here.
Come out, come out.
Yeah, that might have been it actually. I thought there was another person.
Up.
Yeah, that might have been it actually. Still, it was a small garrison through here, so I suppose there wasn't too much to expect.
Flora heals an aching soul.
Okay then. I guess next time we jump in, we'll have plenty to worry about as far as all that's concerned. Actually. Oh yeah, all this nonsense as well. But to have a few things that are... Wonder where I find all... oh my god, what? Where the hell do I find all that? Oh jeez. Well, Machina Wing. Is that any relation to the actual Mach... no, probably not. Either way, whatever the case may be, I suppose next time we jump in then, we start working on actual side quests. So, we got a few pages of the stuff. We got plenty of blades whose affinity we can work on during all that. So, all that to say, we'll have plenty to attend to. So, I guess then, real quick, let me just make a list for myself. Because what I'll probably end up doing in between now and the next time we jump in, I want to try and continue knocking out... well, my focus is going to primarily be on anyone...
Keep a close eye out for trouble.
well,
What's the next destination?
basically any blade that is going to... well, whose key affinity is gated behind something like a quest. Or a heart-to-heart or what have you. Alright, so I have to show up here in the morning then, most likely. Let's see if that makes a difference. And while I'm in the system, may as well save. Cool. Now. Okay, what time do I have to be here? Heck are you? Oh right, I don't have Praxis and Theory deployed right now. That would make a difference. I am intelligent.
I hope I won't disappoint.
I am the most disintelligent.
Reporting back. Nice.
Oh, good, I can send... Alright, so... let me just make a list of stuff to grab, real quick. once I've seen to this, I'll just set up what I need to, well, set adenine to work and then be on our way. Alright, step 1, adenine. Where are you hiding? There you are.
I will strive to do the utmost
Okay,
best, whatever my
let's see
role.
what kind of overlap we can get.
Don't worry, I'm great. Don't worry.
Actually, if I don't
I'm
mind
great at
Agat
support.
going off.
No problem.
I can get a little bit, but I don't need too much for this one. Go on then. I'm pretty sure Agat can't make any more progress. Oh my gosh, 5 minutes? Let's see. Then... don't have any other... Wait, didn't I get a new... Oh right, the Tantal one was over and done with pretty quickly. Actually, do I have any high trust blades I need to work through? Because I'm just going based on... well, sorting based on trust real quick to make sure that I'm hitting... well, at least completing stuff. And I'm making decent progress on that count as well, just to make... well, get the high-ranking ones done and dusted. So, either way, there we are. Okay. Huh, is there something I can do over the next 5 minutes if I want to wait on adenine to show up? Well, I guess I can go find some Flammy to kill. I'm not going to worry about showing that, but I may as well just knock it out over the next 5 minutes.
I'm back. We worked really hard for this one.
And I take a few of them down pretty quickly, admittedly, and I only get 2 eggs for my trouble. Lucky me. Okay, so anything good in here, adenine?
Isn't it? Scrutiny is the key to expanding your knowledge.
Alright, at least that's taken care of. Okay, then, apparently there's a quest that you can get. Let's see, alright, that opens up that. Let me mark that on my list. Pretty sure I've added Indoline Stars, something that I need to take on somebody else. Oh, yeah. Alright, and then Theory's another one who needs to take that out, so I'm gonna have to continue whittling away at that. Use literature. Okay, so I just hand you a couple books, I assume. And then... ooh, unique monster. That'll be fun. More than one? Alrighty. So a couple unique monsters and a quest. So that'll be the stuff I have to take a personal hand in if I want it done swiftly. Alrighty then. I guess I can just send... let's see, I guess I can just send a few of my mercs off in another bit of nonsense. And then once that's sorted, I guess, well, we'll just see what else lies within, huh? Okay.
I won't let you down. I will apply myself fully.
There we are. Alrighty, you guys have fun. And I guess next time we jump in, we start going through this mountain of quests. Good luck to us, I suppose. Should at least be able to wrap up theories next time. Film praxis technically, but I guess we'll see, won't we? There's gonna be all sorts to worry about there, but hey, should be able to collect everything I need for that, and if I've got time, maybe I can collect everything I need for Vess. Knock out the second most tedious bit of nonsense for Blade Affinity. We'll see how far we get, and until then, thank you all for stopping by. See you all later.